everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we have something a little bit different for you. Normally we'll have a gameplay video and then sometimes a how to play video, but today we're putting both of them together, and the reason why is because Nanga Parbat plays so quickly. So we're gonna have an instructional video first right here at the beginning of the video, and then about halfway through we'll switch over to the gameplay. Me and my buddy Anderson got together and played this one for you. Nanga Parbat is something that really has surprised me with it plays so quickly, and there still feels like there's so much depth to it. And that's not a combination that I really have much of in my collection. So I'm really excited to have this in my collection now. I've had a lot of fun getting into it. We're gonna get down to the table. I'm gonna teach you how to play Nanga Parbat here in just a minute. Before we do, I wanna mention our sponsor, Board Game Co. This is a fantastic website where you can buy, sell, and trade games. They have a great selection to choose from. If you're just looking to build out your collection, trying to fill in some gaps, find some, some genres you're missing, whatever it is, they can help you find it. They also will buy games from you. If you're trying to get rid of some games, if you're selling 10 games, why ship them to 10 different people? Instead, ship them all to the same place, ship them all to Board Game Co. Makes it very easy. And speaking of easy, they have a trade system where if you have a Board Game Geek username and you built a trade list over on Board Game Geek, you then drop your Board Game Geek username into Board Game Co. They build a custom trade list on their website based on your trade list and their stock. Makes it very easy to facilitate a trade. Check the link in the description below so they know I sent you over there. Board Game Co. makes it easy to buy, sell, and trade your way into a better collection. Okay, without anything else, let's get down to the table and we're going to teach you how to play Nanga Parbat. Place the game board in the center of the play area. Each player chooses a color and takes the hikers, camps, scoring cubes, and player board in that color. Both players place a scoring cube on the zero space of the score path. These cubes are known as the player's path cube. The main play area of the game board is broken up into 6 regions. Each region is surrounded by a yellow border. Each region is broken up into 6 smaller sections. Players randomly place one animal on each section. The player who most recently hiked is the first player, and the second player places the guide on any region's flag. A player wins the game by scoring the most points along the track. During the game, players will take turns, starting with the first player. Each turn consists of 4 steps. The first 3 steps are mandatory, and the 4th one is optional. Also, at any point during the player's turn, they may activate animals they've collected for their special actions. The 4 steps of a turn, which can be found summarized on the back of the rulebook, are trap an animal, place a hiker, move the guide, build camps, or trade animals. Let's take a look at each step in detail. In the trap an animal step, the player takes an animal from any section inside the guide's region and places it on their player board in the area matching the animal. If it's one of these 4 types of animals, make sure the animal is placed above this dividing line. For the Baral and Red Panda, there is no dividing line, so obviously you can place it anywhere in that area. If at the beginning of this step the guide's region has no animals, then the player must move the guide to a different region holding at least one animal, and then they take an animal from that region. In the second step, place a hiker, the player places one of their hikers in a section where they just took the animal. In step 3, move the guide, the player moves the guide to the region matching the number of the section. So in this case, region 4. If instead this had been the section where the animal was trapped and the hiker placed, then the guide would stay put because this is section 2 and the guide is already in region 2. Step 4 is the build camps trade animal step. This is the only optional step out of the 4. This is also the step where players will score points. When the player builds camps or trades animals, they will place a scoring cube on the appropriate section of the point chart. A player may only place at most 1 cube per turn. After placing a cube on the points chart, the player will then move their path cube the appropriate number of spaces along the path. If a player's path cube ever ends its movement on the same space as another player, it will move along to the next space, essentially giving the player a free point. Each row of the points chart represents one of 3 different ways a player can score points. The numbers above and below the columns show the number of camps or animals needed to score values inside that particular square. Each space may only hold at most 1 scoring cube. To build camps, the player removes a group of 3 or more adjacent hikers from the board and replaces them with these camp tokens. It should be noted that this dotted line does mean that those 2 spaces are adjacent. So if this had been the player's setup, then all 5 of these hikers could be removed and replaced by camps. After the player places out their camps, in this case 5 camps, the player places a scoring cube in the corresponding space on the points chart. So 5 camps gets 6 points. The player then immediately moves their path cube along the scoring path. It's very important to remember that hikers used to build camps do not go back to the player's supply and instead are returned from the box and removed from the game. Also, it should be noted that the player's camps are limited by the number included in the game. So, each player may build up to 12 camps during the game. To trade different animals, the player removes and discards 3 to 6 different animals from their player board. The player then places a scoring cube in the appropriate space on the points chart, and of course then scores the indicated points. Trading the same animals follows the exact same rules as trading different animals, except this time, as you may expect, players will trade 3 to 6 of the same animal. Anytime during the player's turn, they may activate any of these 4 animals to perform their special action. The animal is activated by sliding it from the top to the bottom. Each animal provides a different action, and the player may perform as many special actions as they wish on their turn as long as they have the animal to activate. However, each animal may only be activated once. Animals may be activated as soon as they are acquired, and animals may also be traded, as you saw earlier, whether or not they have been activated. The snow leopard swaps the places of 2 adjacent hikers. The tar switches the places of a hiker with an adjacent animal. The musk deer swaps the place of any 2 animals anywhere on the board. The yak moves the guide to a different region. The baral is considered wild and may be used as any other type of animal when trading. When the player traps the red panda, if they have fewer points than their opponent, then they score 1 point. After both players have placed all their hikers or all their scoring cubes, the game ends. The player at that point with the most points wins. There is a variant included in the rules that adds some in-game scoring. I always use this when I play, and it's simple to implement. Players will score each region. If a player has 4 camps and or hikers in the region, they score 1 point. So here, pink would score 1 point. If they have 5, then they score 2 points. And if they have 6 hikers and or camps, then they score 3 points for that region. All right, take that guy. This guy's doing a trick up here. That was fast. First blood.
A little lucky on that, I think.
That's the thing I have a hard time seeing is like I see what I want my move to be, but I have a real hard time preventing what I rarely make my decision based off of looking ahead to see what might be good for you, which is probably a mistake.
I sent you back to 3 immediately after you pulled
true.
one there, so I suffer from the same. I was like, oh, I just want this bison. I just want this bison.
Yeah, I like those guys too. There. That, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and get a score for 3 animals. I'll do it. I'll use these guys as the same animal. So get 6 points.
Take him. Break up your little love fest over there. I'm going to use a bison to move him over here. I'm going to use a camel to swap out. Swap out the wild card and the thing, and go ahead and take the wild card as my piece. And I will turn in 4 of the same for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna use. I think it's actually. Is that a yak?
That would make the most sense.
It is a yak. Yeah. Okay. It looks like a bison. Use the yak to move here. We'll take the tar. Looks like a goat. Do that. And then I'm going to use one of my tars to swap these guys. And then get a 5 camp.
That's nice.
So 13. All right.
Did you trap an animal?
Oh, no, I didn't. I mean, I did trap an animal. That's where he should be. I trapped the one that was right there.
Okay. I'm going to move him to 2. Going to get the squirrel. Go ahead 1. Drop him there. 4 camp. So the 4 camp is 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. I will take the squirrel, the red panda. So that gives me 1 point. And then, yeah, I'll do 4 different animals. For 6 points. Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Do the red panda. That's the right way. No, wait, that's the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that though.
I don't want to increase your lead.
My turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do right now.
Let's see. Take the snow leopard. It's a 4, so I'll forget.
Take another red panda. And it stays on 4. Back up 1.
And I guess I have to take that guy. That's really all I can do there.
Is move meatballs, which I don't want to do. I guess I'll take a bison. 1, 2, 3. I will go ahead and turn in 3 different.
All right.
For 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an 18. 4.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll do that. That's probably a mistake. It's all right. I don't like I've got several people that are like individually spread out, and that's a problem.
That's what I was also struggling with, is I have a bunch of people spread out, but I don't really have a game plan as far as that goes. I'm gonna move him here. Pick up the panda, which doesn't give me a point because I'm already ahead, but it does give me 3 of the same, which I will go ahead and turn in for 4 more points. So there, and I am out of cubes.
All right. Okay. I will take this guy. So it stays there, but then I'm going to use one of my snow leopards to switch these two, which actually probably helps you too, maybe, but then create a 3 camp right here. Whoa.
I have to take the tour, person there, and it goes to 3.
No, it goes 2.
2, sorry.
Okay.
I will move him here since there's no animals to trap. Take this guy, put him there.
All right, so then I'll use the yak. Go down here, take this guy. That's my last hiker. That moves it to 3, and then I will turn in 5 of the same.
3 points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh wait, so that's it. That's the game right there.
The game.
Okay, so then for the end game scoring, nothing here, nothing here. This one I get 1 point. This one you get 1 point. Nothing here and nothing there. All right, good game.
Yeah.
So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like that combination of instructional video, gameplay video for some of the shorter games that I have in my collection. Maybe this is a way I'll start doing it. I don't know. I want to see how it works out. See what you think. Be sure to leave comments in the comment section below. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.